Ready.
Hello, this is Monica. I was contracted to make a wedding book for one of my friends, and it is a beach theme wedding. So, what I did was I made the front. This is the front of the album. I made these flowers throughout the book, and I put a real shell here, and I did kind of seaweed texture with the shells throughout the book here on the front cover. The main thing is the nice frame that I painted first, let it dry for 24 hours, and I put some glossy accents on it. So they can pull this tag, we can pull the tag out, and a photo could go in, and it slides in and out easy. And I bought the frame from the Michaels. This paper is a recollection paper because they had a good, pretty blue paper line. This side is I have the burlap going around the outside base of the book. And I use some of this new iron-on lace I got from the Joann's fabric. I have some tulle, silk ribbon, a little dolphin, and a little chain with shells on it. I just thought it made a little nice feel on the spine. And on the back cover, you can see the burlap here and the same paper and my tag, made especially for you by Monica Ray. So when you go on the inside cover, I had a ribbon closure. Something simple because they don't scrapbook. And I used the stack the deck method to build this book. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it on YouTube. It's something easy to follow. On my first page here, this is what true love looks like. I used this beach theme first to open it, to get the theme going. And the clue here with the sand is if you use sand on any page or anything that you do, you should put Mod Podge over the sand after it dries. And it usually takes like 4 or 5 hours to dry, and then you can put some Mod Podge. I textured my palm tree, which came off of one of my Cricut cartridges. You open this up. You have 2 nice tags for journaling, how we met, our first date, and our engagement. And this folds down with a magnet. You come to this side. This is their personal invitation that I put here. So they didn't mind me putting it in the book, so they would have it for a lifetime. This snaps up, and you have a place for a large photo. And when you pull it out from the bottom, you have 10 spaces to have photos or journal, however you like to start, and it closes with a magnet. And there's 2 additional pages here. Sorry about that. I hope that's in frame. 2 tags. One with the palm tree, and it's a magnet closure that closes. And each page has a pull-out tag. I'm not going to pull them all out. I'm going to pull this one out so you can see it. It's pretty basic. No design or anything on it. I use a Martha Stewart circle punch and make the tags all the same, basically, so they can have extra room to put the pictures in. So my next page is the bride and the groom. This paper was from a different paper collection. Kane Company. I used it because it was pretty blue. I had these letters, and once again, I used glossy accents on the letters to bring them out, so I hope that you can see it in the video clearly. And I used some little bling trim. This is a Tim Holtz die, and I made my dress bling, a nice little flower bouquet, and this opens up. And on this side, it says something new, something old, something borrowed, and something blue. And if you could put a nice photo here. And of course, the matching tag. This side is the groom. This wedding, it was casual. The men were wearing tan and white. So just a nice casual affair. And here is his side. It says true love and kiss the bride. 2 little tags. Room for a photo and photos here as well. And the tags are all, everybody has a tag in each slot. This side says Mr. and Mrs. This is just a little book, Live, Love, Dream and Wish, and it opens up just to put some notes, a little journal, little thoughts of what's going on in the groom, or the bride's mind when she was thinking about getting married and planning. And another shell fixture. I used some tulle and some twill. On this page is another one of my flowers I made. It's real soft flower. And I put another shell. Just has a nice texture like a beach sand feel. And this first one says happily ever after. You flip it over. And it says you may kiss the bride. Together forever. Just married. Jehavah Jehovah. And our wedding day. And this is a huge photo mat. If I didn't say it in the beginning, this book is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So I knew that 5 by 7 pictures could be mounted. It's another tag insert here. This next page is the cake page. I use this paper that I've had in my stash a while. It says I love you. And I made it like a fold down envelope. This cake is cut from Sweet Treat cartridge from Cricut. And I put some bling on it and used some of the paper just to jazz it up some. I have a tag here that she can journal the event. And also this pretty booklet with, I put some rhinestone bling. Let me sit the book down a minute. Some rhinestone bling. I love you, and another thing for a picture and journal. And then you also have a launch tag here to put a picture on. This is a Martha Stewart punch. And I love you. I do like the Martha Stewart punches. And so I use them a lot in a lot of projects I have. This is the cake page. I just used some bling that I had in my stash to make cake again. I have my tool theme going. I love tool. This is a flower that I got from a good craft store in Atlanta, Georgia called Archivers. I bought some things from there when my husband used to take me. And then I took one of my good friends. We went before it closed. And now it's an online store. But they do have nice stuff that you can purchase. This page here is some paper that I got from a local scraporium here in Tampa with Miss Denise. I bought this nice pretty paper out of her store and these letters. And I got the shell design from Michaels. And I cut this out with my Cricut cartridge off of Life's a Beach. One of those cartridges to have all the beachy things. And the last page is like an envelope. And I had this tassel in my stash. I just bought them. And it actually was a necklace that I bought from a $5 jewelry store. And I just cut them up and use them as stuff for my scrapbooking. Again, this is another large photo mat. Another photo mat with the rhinestones. I inked everything so to give it a little extra. And this is, I'm going to sit the book down a minute. This is Our Vows. I got this off of another paper collection. And of course you can journal and put a picture here as well. Plenty of photo room. And all of them have the mats. This is the last page. I put some bling here. And some nice paper and another one of those flowers that I made. And some more bling. So if you look at this from the top, it's pretty fat book. So I used to stack the deck method, and I always use a 1/2 inch in between my spaces. So I have plenty of room in case sometime I overdo it with the decorations. This is Monica. I hope to see you on another video soon. Thank you. Have a nice evening.